I was a Mac user for nearly 20 years. My first Mac was the Power Mac G5 and my first Mac laptop was the PowerBook G4. And now, after nearly 20 years, I'm switching to the PC. My friends get crazy. They can't believe that. They ask, hey, wow, that's really getting out of the comfort zone, like switching the whole ecosystem after 20 years. So why do I do this? What are the challenges? What did I already learn? And how does this all work? This is what I want to share with you in this video. So first of all, why did I got a Mac like 20 years ago? I already was a PC user for like maybe 4 or 5 years or so. We just got our first PC for the home. Like back in the days, it wasn't like common that everyone had a PC, but my father one day came with a PC home and I thought, oh wow, we got a computer and we had a scanner. And I spent quite a lot of time with this machine already. But I also was a musician. That's my huge passion, making music. And I wanted to start producing music, and other people, like the musicians around me, told me, hey, you need to have a Mac for making music. The PC is not good enough. It has like timing issues, and by the way, the best app is Logic Pro. Back in the days, Logic Pro was available on PC and Mac. But at the time when I got more serious about that, Apple bought the company Imagic. Imagic was the company that created Logic Pro. Apple bought this company, so Logic Pro was Apple's, and Apple made it from the next version exclusive, available just for the Mac. And I was in. I bought my first Mac. And I was so proud, I feel so happy, it was so clean. I thought, oh wow, this surface, everything, it felt like more luxury. And suddenly I was part of this creative and cool community. Yeah, the Mac only for creative people, for artists. Computer looked so good, like the Power Mac G5 had this like a very high quality metal design. And also my PowerBook G4 was like already very similar to the MacBook Pros today. Well, thicker and not as modern as they look today, but already like a very high quality design. So from that day on, without thinking about anything ever changing back to the PC or whatever, I just stayed with the Mac. When there was a new out, I just bought it. When there was a new phone, when there came the iPhone, I just bought the iPhone. When there was a new iPhone, I bought the new iPhone. When there was the iPad, I bought the new iPad, and so on. I was like very deep in this Apple ecosystem. That was already the reason why I really bought the Mac, because I had no other solution. I bought it because of Logic Pro, which was exclusive available on the Mac. So like 20 years ago, they already started building this ecosystem, like all their products and the software and hardware like combined, they work really, really great with each other, but very bad with the other system, with a PC or with Google phones, Android and other systems. So that's interesting. I really didn't realize that I started using the Mac because of this. And here's the funny thing. The reason why I'm switching to the PC is because of the ecosystem. But not because of the Apple ecosystem, but because of the Epic Games ecosystem. And it's also funny because they have a huge battle right now. They're in court. Epic Games says, hey, Apple has this app store and they abuse their power they have with this app store, and we don't want to pay 30% of fees to Apple just for the app store because we have to make a living from our fees as well. The funny thing is, Epic Games and Unreal Engine, what I'm using for all this virtual production stuff here, is really just PC exclusive available. Okay, so that's not the same company, like it's not Epic Games and, for example, Windows are two different companies, so the operating system and the software are two different companies, and also the companies who build the computers are also different companies. In the case of Apple, everything is one company, right? Apple builds the computer and sells the computer, the operating system, the software, the app as well. And Epic Games also says they only develop so many things exclusively for PC because there are just not enough people on the Mac who would use this. And I think that's true. So first of all, Unreal Engine is also available on the Mac. But within Unreal Engine, like what you can buy as part of Unreal Engine, many things are just available for PC. And software that works together with Unreal Engine also is just made for PC because there are just simply not enough people on the Mac for this. And the reason is also very simple. And it blew my mind how extreme the difference is in price performance. So what you pay for a PC and how much more power you get is so mind-blowing. So the PC is really so much cheaper and so much faster than the Mac. Also, I know the Mac, Apple just had this M1 chip and they said, hey, it's so much more efficient and there are many tests outside and so on. But first of all for music, but also for video. Hey, the PC is still so much faster. Like the best graphics cards on the PC are so much faster. Like exporting a video is so much faster. And for this whole Unreal Engine thing, for 3D game development, for gaming and so on, people don't use the Mac because it just doesn't have enough power, especially not for the money. You can get like, let's say $6,000. So you can really get a really, really good PC for $6,000. And this one is better than Apple's $50,000 Mac Pro. Yeah, like when we think about the very professional computational systems, yeah, these are also not the best price performance systems. So I think it makes much more sense to buy a computer for $1,000. You can get a really good PC for a couple of $100. But I was so shocked how much faster the PC is than the Mac. It's unbelievable. And originally my plan was, okay, I will use the PC and the Mac both at the same time. That's fine, I will get this to work. But when I realized how much faster the PC was, and when I realized that Windows 10 is really so much better now than the Windows 3.1 I knew the last time, because it's nearly 20 years ago now. Windows 10 is a great system as well. And for example, the first evening with the PC, I had this moment where it was night and I wanted to turn on night shift, so to make the screen a little yellow. And I thought, oh no, that's why I had a Mac all the years, because it has night shift. But then, okay, I said, okay, let's try to make this Windows Assistant Cortana ask, does the PC have something like night shift on the Mac? And I only had to press enter and the window popped up where I could just click activate and I could adjust the settings, how yellow I want the display to be. And that was it. And I thought, hey, Windows 10 is an amazing operating system. And I thought only the Mac has this one. But no, I started to learn more and more about Windows 10. It's a really enjoyable system. It just makes fun. And it was the first step that I thought, okay, it can make sense that I use the PC only. But I wasn't really confident about this at this moment. But when I then shot a movie with my phone and I wanted to send this movie via AirDrop to my PC, I thought, oh no, the PC doesn't have AirDrop. And here we have it again, the Apple ecosystem. So very small, tiny things like AirDrop, like iMessage, like things you use like every day. I use AirDrop like every day on between iPhone and Mac, right? Or iPhone and iPhone to send someone a picture or so. So it wasn't just possible on the PC. So at the end of the day, there are solutions, and there are even more solutions on the PC available than on the Mac. There is something like AirDrop. You can get it on the Windows Store, and there are also free web solutions for this. And you can also use services like Dropbox or other cloud services just to synchronize the files. And you can also very quickly share a picture like that you took on your phone with your PC. But over time, I realized the more I still use the Mac, the more I need the ecosystem for the Mac, because not only do they share their services with other devices from other companies, but they really don't offer the ability to use like other services that are easy to use for PC. Dropbox is nearly one of the rare examples that's available for Mac and PC. But when it comes to note-taking or calendar, there are solutions outside, but Apple makes it really hard. I will go more in depth in another video where I talk more about the Apple ecosystem, how I escaped the Apple ecosystem, and what the challenges are about all this Apple's ecosystem. But right now I'm like 90% on the PC, only 10% on the Mac. I'm very close to getting to 95% PC and only 5% on the Mac. We will see. But that's my story, why I'm switching from the PC to the Mac and how my experience is. I will share definitely more videos about this topic. Using technology, using a computer and a phone is a very deep part in my life. I started using computers very early. I love using technology. And that's what I want to share with you. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and see you next time.